Nobody's in here yet. Can you hear me? Go on your phone to see if you can hear me clearly. So you guys, today's a hard day for me and my mom. It's a 13-year anniversary of her death. Saturday. I'll be posting the domination ritual this coming week. I like to spread my stuff out. I'm going to be working it for the next few days. I didn't do anything today because it's a Saturday. Saturday is not conducive for, like, love-related rituals. So I'll actually be working it until Wednesday because I want to get Wednesday tied into there because it's good for communication and, like, getting subliminal messages. So I started it yesterday. Today, nothing because Saturday is just not good. Tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, into Wednesday night, and then I'll post it this next week, this week, this coming week. But anyway, I wanted to hop on here and talk about people needing to stay in their fucking lane, okay? I don't know if you guys have heard of EA Koetting. Years ago, he started this beef with a very well-known, very well-respected Haitian Bokar. And he was essentially, basically, he never called out the Bokar by name, but he was very subliminal about it and revealing voodoo secrets that he had no business doing. And this particular Bokar, like me, a few people came for him in the witchy community and learned very fucking quickly that was not a good idea. Okay? Pretty much anyone who fucked with this Bokar and myself learned very quick that we ain't the ones to be fucked with. Okay? And I have receipts for all of that, but that's neither here nor there. The point is, nobody's untouchable, okay? And there was videos, and the reason I make this video is because this whole situation with this, witchy drama and people acting like they're the shit, when in reality, they're not about that life. It just looks so familiar to me as to what I'm seeing today, okay? He basically was like, oh, I'm not scared of you, to all the ancient Hungons. I mean, I hope I'm saying that right. I'm not into Haitian voodoo, so I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but Ungans or something. Your time is coming to an end, and I'm not meaning to ignore you guys. I just want to get this out coherently. Basically, you guys are cut. Your time is coming to an end. For those of you who want to curse me, bring it on. I'm not afraid of you, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Very shortly after that, he gets arrested for methamphetamines. Okay? It's all over the news. You slowly start to see him deteriorate. Okay? He is a fairly good-looking guy, or was. And slowly it was quite evident that obviously he was getting addicted to drugs because you could see it all over his face. I mean, he was a good-looking white kid, very, chiseled face, and then he starts to get, like, skin just looking, and I know drug addiction when I see it, okay? Plus getting arrested with a shit ton of meth. And it was pretty bad. And then shortly after that, he packs up his voodoo, like, he had, like, this little, like, basement temple. And I'm not saying this to hate on him. I don't know him. But just the whole thing, it's like he asked for trouble. Thank you, Sophia. Habibti, love you. He asked for trouble, okay? Calling on these Haitian voodoo practitioners. And it's believed that he was subliminaling this one in particular who's known people have come for him left and right, and every single one of them disappeared, okay? Or very rarely you see them online. They start to look like shit, which is very familiar to one bitch that tried me, okay? Or a couple of them. So I always had a lot of respect for this Bokar. And I'm not going to say his name because I don't, you know, I don't know if just out of respect, I'm not going to, like, do that. But if you know, you know. But slowly this guy started to deteriorate. And then he packs up his little basement voodoo den, okay? And I'm sorry, but if you are, in my belief, and a lot of people may not agree with me, but if you're white and you're practicing voodoo, that's kind of like a big no-no, in my opinion, okay? You're calling on ancestors that don't belong to you. You're calling on spirits that don't belong to you, let alone telling these so-called secrets that are, you know, it's debatable whether they're correct or incorrect, but you're claiming them to be correct. I don't know because I never read his material. So I'm not going to say it was incorrect, but I'm just saying, even if it was correct, it's not your place to put that stuff out there. And he learned that very quickly. Thank you, Channel Me. And he packed up his little voodoo den, and he did it on camera. And he swore, he vowed to never, you know, delve into that or talk about that again. And then he started getting into Satanism and Luciferianism and demonology and all this stuff. It was kind of a hodgepodge of different things. But anyway, I don't know that much about his material, so I'm not going to speak on it. But the point is, what I do know is he called out a practitioner and a few practitioners that he had no business doing, making himself seem to be better than all of them. And really, he wasn't about that life, unfortunately. Thank you, Shireen. I mean, he seems like a not a bad person to some degree, but, you know, so I'm not hating on him, but learn from some people need to learn from his mistakes, okay? Out here, making yourself big and bad, Billy Badass. When you're not about that life, you're going to get yourself fucked up, because some of us out here are about that life, okay? And me personally, this has happened to me a couple of times, and it hasn't happened in years, because motherfuckers know now I ain't the one. Thank you, Christine Gregory. Okay, my ancestors, my jinn, my spirits, I'm very well protected. Thank you, DPG. Oh, thank you, DPG. Love you, girl. That was so generous of you. I'm very well protected. But even I don't go around starting trouble with people, okay? You don't do that. You don't act like, you know, and try to call people out and try to point your finger at them. People who do that are actually overcompensating for themselves, and it's so obvious. It really is. Like, yeah, I'm a little cocky, and I'll say it, you know, if I can't do it, nobody can. And that's the fucking truth. Time and time again, I've taken on cases that nobody else could manifest. Nobody else. I'm pretty much last stop. Okay, because my full set work ain't cheap. But then again, neither is my process. And comparatively to what I'm doing, it is, to me, it's not enough, but I do it because I don't want to be too outrageous. But the thing is, it's not, I'm sounding like it's like tens of thousands of dollars or something, and it's not that. But you know my point. My work ain't cheap, so I'm typically, there's people a lot more expensive than me, that's for sure, but it's a process for me. It's months of process for a lot of people. So people try cheaper options or my group rituals or whatever before they try to get the full set work, because if I can't do it, they know this is the last stop. It can't be done. And I proved that over and over and over again. So I'll say that, yeah, I'm a bad bitch, the baddest witch in the land, but I don't degrade others. I don't put down other practitioners and say, I'm better than you. What you gonna do? Like, what I will say, if you don't like what the fuck I'm saying, come do something about it. Because I'm not disrespecting nobody. But to go around and like, oh, nobody does it like me. When I know, in my mind, I am a bad bitch, but I don't go around putting other people down. I may say I'm the best. I think I'm the best. My clients think I'm the best. But I don't sit there and try to make other people like less than. Okay? There's a way to do it. I make it work. I don't make people feel degraded the way I do it. The way I say things, I don't think I do. I've never had anybody say, "Hey, Shireen, I'm offended by how you say you're the baddest witch in the land." They know that's just my personality. I'm not trying to degrade anybody else. But unfortunately, there are some people out here that have to put other people down to make themselves look good. And this is something I've warned people personally. I say, don't do that. That's not right. You're going to get yourself in a fucked up situation. And these people have suffered fucked up situation, and I guess it's been a few couple of years, so maybe they forgot, okay, what can happen. But that was just the beginning of it. Okay, nobody really badass came for you then. Nobody did anything to you then, but you're starting to call out the wrong people. All right, and I may sound like I'm talking in circles, but I'm bringing back to EOA. Am I making sense to you guys? Or am I like just, my point is there's people out here that have no business calling practitioners out, belittling them, talking shit about them, provoking them for no fucking reason. And the last person who did this that I know of, EA Koetting, is now lost his platform. It took 5 years. Okay, things sometimes could take time to hit you. Curses, sometimes the best curses take years to actually, because ruining somebody's life sometimes doesn't happen overnight. It can take months, or it could take years, and the really, really vicious ones take years, because the spirits are going to break down everything you fucking love, and they will lift you up sometimes to bring your ass down. I know personally, when I fuck somebody up and they don't really have shit already, I'll lift them up, let them make a little money, let them get a little girlfriend or boyfriend. And that way it hurts all the worse when I take that shit from you. You gotta lift them up to break them down, baby. And that's kind of what happened in this case, all right? Got a big following, sold lots of books, made a lot of money, sold different programs, and then just literally, boom, just dropped. And gradually over time, you can see his health deteriorating, his looks deteriorating, and things like that, and getting arrested and things like that. But then the final drop just came, okay? And what happened was, thank you, Luna Samar, to you and your spirits. You're the realest, the real out here. Love you and appreciate how hard you work. Your energy is addicting. Mwah. Love you, Habibti. Thank you. So apparently this guy was part of his class or read some of his material, and he went out and killed 2 women. Now, I'm not going to blame EA personally for that, because nobody could force you to do something. And again, I never read anywhere in his material. I never read his material to know if he actually glorifies human sacrifice. But apparently that's what this guy took from the material, and he went out and killed 2 women. And this happened, I think, a year ago. And a few channels picked up on it and made stories about it, and contacted Facebook and YouTube and said, do you think this guy's appropriate for your platform? And eventually, it took almost a year, but they deplatformed him. His Instagram, his Facebook, his YouTube, gone. Hundreds of thousands of followers collectively gone. His main source of income, gone. And now he was on a live crying, literally crying. I'm sure he said it was because of those girls, and maybe he does feel bad, but personally, I think it's because he lost everything behind it. Who wouldn't cry? I would cry too, if everything I worked for just went away like that because of someone else's decision. But essentially it wasn't, it was someone else's decision, but it was your decision to fuck with the Haitian practitioner that you shouldn't have fucked with, and others too. So thank you, Crystal. Such a beautiful person. I've never worked or spoken with you, but I've watched you for years. Sending you so much love. Aw, sending it right back, baby girl. Thank you so much. Thank you, Faith in the Unseen. Fell through, but if not, something better. Nobody's ever dropped everything to check on me. I'm privileged and humbled beyond measure to call you my friend, and will make you proud. Aw, Palestinian sister. Love you, Habibti. You guys make me cry. Of course I care about you, girl. I might be a bitch, but I care about all of you. But, you know, so be careful who you offend. Be careful who you talk shit to. Be careful who you just try to start a beef with for no reason, because let me tell you, one thing I was always taught by my parents, okay, I was in martial arts practically my whole life. I could whoop somebody's ass, okay? I could fight. I'm a little, right, babe?
Yeah, you like to do the hip throw.
I'll throw a bitch twice, 3 times my size over my fucking whole shoulder. I've done it. He's seen me do
I've
it.
seen you fight your sister plenty of times.
Okay, literally pop right over my shoulder. And the problem was people always underestimated me because I'm small. I'm 5'2".
You don't stop.
And I don't stop. I got a lot of aggression, okay, and strength. They underestimate me because I'm this little 5'2". Back then, 115 pounds soaking wet. Now I got a lot more meat on me, but back then, 115 pounds soaking wet. And these big old girls would come for me. Thank you, Leo. Love you, Habibi. Love you, my brother. Mwah, 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 mwah. They would come for me thinking it would be an easy lick, an easy fight, and I would fuck them up and leave them crying on the floor. Are you done?
I'm just happy you don't beat me no more.
You done? You done? With their head in the floor, are you done? You done? Okay, let them go. Embarrass them. Fucking humiliate them. Right, babe?
Yeah.
He's my witness. He's my witness. And I'm not, I can't change my heart. So once I would get them beat on the ground, I would ask them, "Are you done? You done? You ever gonna disrespect me again? No? No? You sure? Okay. Let them go. Let them up." But see, in this spiritual shit, once I hex you, once you let me get to that point, because I'm gonna give you a few opportunities to apologize. Always. I always want to give somebody the opportunity to come correct. But if you let me actually put my spiritual hands on you, it's a wrap. It's not like beating your ass physically. I could stop. I could get up and stop beating you up. But my spirits, once I put my jinn, my spirits, my ancestors on you, it's a fucking wrap for you. And it may take time for you to lose everything. Trust me, when you're nice and comfortable, okay? But trust me, you will feel me. And I'm not saying this to be big and bad. I'm just using myself as an example, okay? Because these things have happened, just like to this boat car, just like to my friends. This has happened to me when I was new on the platform by one person I thought was my friend. Thank you, Life of Destiny. Thank you for all you've done for us. Love you. Thank you guys for all you've done for me. Because I wouldn't be here without you. I wouldn't be where I'm at without you guys. So thank you guys for what you do for me. But and I'm honored at that. See, you have to have humility. It's okay to be cocky sometimes to a degree. It's okay to be confident, but humble yourself. Okay, humble yourself. Never underestimate your opponent, because even if I think a bitch is the weakest spiritually, okay, I never underestimate. I always put my guard out and understand that I might think they're weak spiritually and don't have shit on me, but I don't know who they know. I don't know who they might pay to get help, because that's what my enemies have done, was pay other much more powerful practitioners to try to work on me, and it didn't do shit, FYI, but I don't underestimate them. So it's important for you guys not to underestimate others. Okay? Because we got some people out here, you know, talking a big fucking game when I personally know for a fact that they ain't about that life. And they fucking with people who are about that life. Okay? Thank you, Stardust. Love you, boo. Case in point, EA Koetting literally called out for all the Haitian Ungans voodoo practitioners. Come curse me. Bring it on. Does that sound familiar? Bring it. You will never catch me acting like, yeah, no. Somebody who's powerful don't have to do all this rah-rah shit. They simply look at you in your face and say, bring it. Bring it. Find out what happens to you. Calm. They don't have to do all this rah-rah shit, okay? They don't. You know you're a badass. You don't have to do all that. Like, go ahead and try me. Lift your finger on me and watch what happens. I won't have you. In fact, you'll make my job easier because my spirits will gather around me like a fucking army. Literally had somebody sending me demons and I had no idea. All I knew was there were flies. I was seeing flies inside. My spirits were letting me know, but nothing was affected by it until that person came to me in my comments and emailed and said, you gave me the biggest battle of my life. I sent you hella demons because he thought that I was doing obsession work. Apparently he was obsessed with me. And he thought I was doing head work on him and obsession work. So in order to punish me, this is a true story, he sent me demon after demon after demon. Hey, Gabs. And my spirits gave him a battle of a fucking lifetime. And he told me that. And here I am, not knowing the wiser. All knowing somebody's working on me because of the flies and the symbols and the signs my spirits were showing me. But it wasn't affecting me. If it wasn't for the signs, I would have never known. And I believe I talked to you guys. I told you guys about this.
That's the other place.
Huh? Yeah, at the other place. Remember, I would even tell you, right, babe? Somebody's working on me. I see flies, a lot of signs.
You went live and showed them, I believe.
Yeah. I think I might have showed them. I don't remember. Thank you, Cash. I have so much gratitude for you being you. Thank you so much for being such a good friend and being there. Love you. Love you more, Kashmira. Love you, Habibti. Sorry, I didn't mean to say your full name. Well, you used to have your full name, I believe. Love you, babe. All your ex-haters are being overly nice in the comments these days. Yeah. Clout chasing is a hell of a drug. But let me tell you. I'm very calculated when it comes to my enemies. Okay? You don't want to be my enemy. You really, really... Listen, I'm the best friend, witch, practitioner, sister, cousin, wife, aunt you could ever have in your life. Ever. There's no match for the love I'll give somebody. Okay? But that is the opposite end. My hatred for somebody. My venom, my revenge, my vengeance is just as equally, if not worse, robust and passionate. And I will sit there and plot and plot and plot your fucking demise, okay? And I will do what I have to do spiritually, physically. I will do whatever I need to do. And I'll take my time. You see, you don't have to serve revenge right away. Revenge is a dish best served cold. And best served when someone is least expected. Okay? So, my whole point in telling you this is, you could fuck with someone like me. and that'll be the end of you. I'm not gonna sit here and try to, just trust me on that. So my point is, stay in your fucking lane. I'm not mad at anybody, Gabby. I'm just saying, I'm just talking because I'm just observing a lot of things out here and hearing a lot of things. And thank you, Key Goddess, sending to love to you and your spirits and ancestors. And thank you, Habibti. Love you too. Thank you, Deanna. And I'm just trying to put out a PSA, public service announcement, that there's been people out here doing similar shit who's probably way more badass than the other people that are doing it now. And I'm just talking general. That literally lost everything. And it took 5 years, but he lost every fucking thing. And I know it's not because some kid, yeah, I mean, that was the route of least resistance. The kid killed the women, and that's what led to that. But had he not called out these voodoo practitioners years ago, and had this one particular Bokar didn't get so offended by that, and the other Bokars, not to mention that he offended, or Ongans or Unguns, however you say, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, I really just don't know how to pronounce it, Ongans, that he literally called out and said, curse me. And guess what? They fucking cursed him. I know that's what ultimately led to his destruction, what led to him losing everything. It wasn't just the kid murdering the girls. Yeah, that's what spirit used in the physical world to get to that point. But it was building up way, way, way years before this. And people think because you're good for a year, you're good for 2 years, you're good for 3 years, that nothing bad, that it's it. You're in some sit, that you've crossed some finish line and nothing bad will ever happen to you. But that's not necessarily the case. Okay, you got to watch who you fuck with. You got to watch how you carry yourself. It's unattractive anyway. Okay, because somebody could easily say, you ain't shit if you, most powerful witches have a man, have a wife, have a husband, have a partner. They don't just have successful practices, they have love in their lives. Because guess what? 90% of this practice, actually, let me take that back. I want to say about 70% of this practice is manifesting love for people. And the other 30% is a mixture of prosperity, healing, different things. But you know, you're manifesting love. So most witches out here are married, have been married, have a man or a boyfriend or a girlfriend, have love. So there's a lot, and that's my belief. If you look at any successful witch, more than likely she's had a long-term relationship under her belt. A man or a woman that dotes on her, treats her like a queen. Because that's what we're out here manifesting for others. And we can make all the excuses in the world, why some people don't have it. I mean, me and Justin were separated, and I was single for a good, because I was with somebody else for a few years, but single for probably about maybe 3 years. But the whole time, my husband was trying to get back with me. I didn't talk about that. Didn't have to be. I was enjoying my me time because I was always married. I was married at 27. We were together from 22. And then right after him, I jumped into another 5-year relationship. So I was enjoying my me time, my single time. But as soon as I wanted a man again, I got one. So there's a lot of things that people could... I'll just leave it at that. I'll just leave that right there. And not to say that a powerful witch can't be single, but I'm just saying a lot of people say, that's, whether I believe it or not, that has to be yeah, I do. I mean, a witch, unless they choose not to, but let's be honest. Let's be real. most people don't choose to be alone for that long. Like, you'll choose for a year, 2 years, 3 years maybe, but let's be real. Let's be real. Let's just keep it a buck, okay? So, you know, and I wish a fucker would ever, like, disrespect me and try to call me out by name like that, boy. Oh my God. Oh my God, the shit that I would do. Oh man, I would really sit here and fantasize ripping your whole family to shreds. Literally. 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 Like, I wouldn't give a fuck. They would be casualties of war. Your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, everybody. And that's why you shouldn't really put your family out there. Like, if you're on, you notice I don't really put my loved ones out on the internet. I protect my loved ones more than I protect myself. But some people are careless and they put their mothers and their fathers on the internet. And I know that sounds kind of mean or like ruthless to say that you'd attack someone's loved ones for what they chose to do. But I'm sorry, if your parents didn't teach you fucking manners and respect and humility, then they deserve it too. Only children are off limits, small children. Okay? Other than that, it's fair fucking game. Especially your parents, because they didn't teach you fucking right from wrong. So, I wish someone would ever, not to mention, I would humiliate them. Like, publicly humiliate. With receipts. Because I'm the queen of receipts. Everybody knows. And I'll keep receipts for fucking years and years. And I'll keep information for a rainy day. You never know when you could use something. You see pictures of people. You never know when it might come in handy. So I always keep all that. That's why I love email. I love email because you could save shit for years and years and years. I got shit from 2001 in my email. Thank you, Loving Life. Maybe not 2001, 2008, 2007. That's when I opened it. I'm just saying, like, this is to nobody in particular. I'm just sitting here thinking, like, the lengths I would go to, that if somebody ever publicly disrespected me in such a manner, I would literally, I wouldn't stop or sleep until I saw blood, really. And even then, like, one thing you don't fuck with is somebody's reputation, their name, their livelihood, their dignity. That's their, I'm an Arab. Our names are, we'll die for our names. We'll literally die for our names and our dignity. Maybe that's not a good thing, but that's just what it is. And just to see people out here just being so disrespectful and careless, it's just... So I can't blame the Bokar for being so ruthless on this man, because if somebody did that to me, I would have done the same and worse. I did. I have. And I got apology, and a public apology. So, word to the wise. Don't underestimate your opponent. Humble yourself. Thank you, Loving Life. They would be stupid to do it. Absolutely. Humble yourself. Don't think, there's always somebody bigger and badder than you. Even me. Somebody got to be out there somewhere. I never seen them or came across them personally, but I know they exist. I mean, I'm not the only powerful or the most powerful witch in the world. Ain't nobody is. There's always somebody out there. There was a witch, El Hawel. Shout out to El Hawel. Thank you, Voodoo. Yesterday, such a horrible day. My boss and his father called me and put me on speaker, just disrespecting me. It's like hex or not. I'm still like, just like, wow, but damn, I love your videos. Hex, girl. hacks. El Hawal. I almost squirreled there for a second. He showed me this, I believe she was Syrian, this Arabic witch. She was 90 years old. She could literally, I have to get the information that he showed me, because when I tell you the whole story about her, I want to have all the details. But I gotta call him. I'm gonna call him. But she was 90 years old, and she literally looked like maybe 50. Maybe, if that, 45, 50. Her skin was porcelain. Never had, she died like 50 years ago, but so there wasn't really Botox and all that stuff. They didn't have it. This lady could literally go out to the ocean. She was very well known, and she would make the waves come up. She would go out there, she would lift her arms, and the waves would just come up. She was so powerful that she didn't age. That's another thing real witches are known for. Real powerful witches, we don't age. We don't age like everybody else. And we don't need Botox or Restylane or fillers or any of that. We don't, our skin, we don't age. That's true to a real born witch, is that every 20 years for us, we age maybe 5-10 years. So there's ways you can tell a real born about this life witch, okay? Not by them acting big and bad and rah, 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 and I'm the best. And yeah, sometimes I'll throw that out there just to be cute or funny, and because I'm confident, but not in such a degrading way to others. I always like to give other people their props too. I don't believe, do you guys think when I say, oh, the baddest witch in the land, or if I can't do it, nobody can, I'm sounding disrespectful or degrading to others, or do I just sound confident in myself? There's a way to sound confident but humble at the same time. There's a way to be cocky or confident and not disrespect others. And people who do that are known to eat shit in the long run. And it may take time. People who degrade others to enhance their career or enhance themselves, they will eat shit over time. They fuck with the wrong one. It never fails. And they are destroyed and they lose everything. Some people try to embrace, like, I've noticed since I came out that way, so confident, other people have tried to emulate me in that sense, trying to be confident, but they don't do it right. It's not their personality, so they do it wrong. They truly don't believe what they're saying, so they feel the need to degrade others in order to make themselves look good. And it just doesn't work for them. Not everybody's personality is going to work for you. Be yourself. A lot of these people I've seen, they were much more liked and respected when they were more humble. You look at their beginning videos, they were so nice. They were so kind. You saw like a humble and humility in them. And that was really them. And then over time, it got to their head. There became envy, competition, looking at... That's why I don't watch other witches. I really don't. And I bet if I did, and I saw some of the shit that is out there, like, and being said, God only knows what I would do. Okay, and nobody, my followers are very loyal. They'll show me shit that I need to see. Okay, but I don't go around looking. Thank you, Jay Phoenix. Confident in my personal opinion. Also wanted to thank you for what you did for St. Jude. I really love that charity organization. Much love. It was my pleasure, Habibi. You don't have to thank me. It's what I wanted to do. Thank you. But I don't go around looking. I don't watch. Even my friends, I don't watch. Thank you, Valdez. How I go? A little something for your spirits. You are the best. Mwah. Love you, Valdez. Claudia. I didn't realize that was you. um my followers would tell me if somebody like speaks my name the wrong fucking way, so I don't have to. I feel like if I'm gonna watch my friends and get competitive of that, because I am competitive, I am, and there's times where, there's like a just a natural like competition in me, and I think it's just natural, when you're in the same field as somebody, you're just naturally competitive. I don't know, maybe that's just me. So I don't watch. So I don't want to. If what I'm going to see is going to make me compete or be bothered in some way, I won't watch. I wish them the best. And I just don't need, I'm a fucking racehorse. I got my blinders on. I'm running my own fucking race. Okay? I don't need to worry about this person, that person, that person. I got my clients. Thank you, Moroccan High Priestess. Love you. Love you, babe. And my clients are loyal to me. I know that. I know they won't go nowhere else. I know that. There's no need for them to. When you take good care of your clients, they won't go looking for anyone else. So why do you care what other people are doing? Why do you have to compare yourself to anybody else? The only thing that irks the fuck out of me is when people copy my shit or bite my fucking style, my personality, my work, my everything. That bugs the shit out of me. That really does. I don't give a fuck who it is. I really don't. Because I don't work in cahoots with nobody, and I don't like people thinking that I do. That, or there to be any question what I created or if somebody else created that. Who started it first when I know I did it first. Okay? So I don't like that. Okay? So I don't go looking at it. I don't go looking for it. Okay? People show it to me. I'll be like, man, just why do you got to show me shit? I don't want to see. Thank you. The only thing show me is if somebody speaks fucking ill on my goddamn name. That way I'll destroy them to shreds. But other than that, I don't care what somebody else is doing. If it doesn't affect me, why do I care? Why do I care? If you're that confident, thank you, Laura. Thank you, Laura Tichelle. If you're confident in your work, you don't have to care. Run your race. Put your blinders on and run your fucking race, man. The horses, why do they put those blinders on? Because they don't want them looking at the horse next door and getting distracted and going into their lane and not running as fast, because it's going to affect their race. It's going to affect the quality of how they run. That's why they do that. And I feel in any business, whether it be this one or a deli or a fucking pharmacy or whatever, a clothing line, if you're too busy watching what everybody else is doing and comparing yourself, thank you, Loving Life, you're not going to run your race effectively. You're not going to run your business effectively. You're not going to do effective work in this business, especially. And I hate to even call it a business, but I'm sorry. Anything where money exchanges hands is considered a business. But this practice, okay, is a better word for it, because it just don't feel right to call it a business. But you know what I'm saying. It will affect your practice if you're too busy trying to down the next person or trying to compare yourself. And I'm so much better. It's okay to say I'm the best. What it's not okay to say I'm better than this person. That's not okay. And that just makes you look bad. Makes you look thirsty. Makes you look jealous. It makes you look pressed. It makes you look bothered. And it makes you look like you're not that confident in what you're doing. Because if you were, somebody who exudes real confidence does not have to degrade the next person. And I'm not saying this to degrade anyone. I'm really saying this out of genuine concern. Because what this community, it's supposed to be a community, and what it's turned out to be is very toxic. People don't come here for all that drama shit. They come here to, granted, I'm sure it's entertaining for a lot of me personally. I do, I'm not gonna lie, I get entertained by some shit. I'm not gonna lie, I'm human. I'm a Sagittarius. Sometimes I'm like with my popcorn, like, oh shit, what's she saying about this person? Long as it's not about me. If it's about me, Lord help you. Okay, me or somebody I care about, me or somebody I love, either. Okay, either. But they come here to learn spells. They come here to get guidance, to get readings, to escape, you know, all their stresses and to learn how to take control of their life and to manifest a better one. They don't come here for all that shit, bro. Once in a while it's entertaining, but it gets kind of like toxic after a while. It's like, okay. And if you think that that type of energy doesn't affect your products and your work, you can have the best ingredients ever. I get my shit imported. I get my holy oils imported from the Holy Land. I import them with my own hands and my family's hands. I don't even order Amazon shit for holy oils. I never ordered Amazon holy oils. They have it. That could be olive oil. I don't know what the fuck. They could be getting a bottle and putting olive oil in it. How would I know? I would feel it, but you know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying for you guys or anybody, how would you know? So I went and got literal suitcases full of it, enough to literally last me forever. And my cousin will ship me whenever I need, because they live in the Holy Land. That's where I'm from. That's where my family's from. 1400-year lineage. Okay, can't really deny that type of DNA. Very powerful. Very fucking powerful. And I wish a motherfucker would, man. Please, it's been a long time. Anyway, thank you, Steve. Aw, hey, Steve. I haven't seen you in a long time. Girl, tough times, or I would give... Oh, Steve, it's hard for us right now. I really love you, though. You are wonderful. I can't wait for the day I get to book a session with you. Blessed be. Steve, I got you, boo. I'm going to light you a candle. Do me a favor. I don't want you to put your date of birth in here. Just go to my website and use the contact form and send me your information, your full name and date of birth. I got you. I'm going to light just something small, like a little prosperity candle for you. It's in my blood. I mean, grandmother was a high priestess and a healer. Great uncle was a high priest. It goes on and on and on. I have jinn in my blood. I have jinn, actual jinn, in my blood. I bet you didn't know jinns procreated with humans. I'll just leave it like that. And you can laugh, or you could believe me or not. But, I mean, I'm not saying I'm half jinn, but I definitely have jinn in my blood. So, literally, I hope, I know I'm probably going in circles at this point. But I just feel like this message needs to be out there because too many people think they're untouchable. And they are not untouchable. Nobody's untouchable. Nobody is. The right person could probably touch me. They wouldn't probably get very far, just truth be told, because I know I'm very well protected. But they could probably make me aggravated, probably give me a little aggravation here and there. That's not untouchable. Nobody is immune. Everybody has a weakness. Everybody. And especially when you're so careless with those, you know, your weakness. Who's your weakness? You shouldn't be careless, okay? Don't be fucking careless, because there are people out here like myself that will literally plot your fucking demise, bro. And won't stop until it's done, till you are done. Looking like a crackhead. Fucking skinny as fuck, fucking all drugged out on the internet. Like some of my enemies. So, don't fucking play. You don't know. That rah-rah shit won't get you nowhere. Okay? Be a good person. Humble yourself. Do good work. Run your fucking race. If you think that kind of energy, and that's what I was saying, that type of negativity doesn't affect, I would never want my products around such negativity. I don't even, me and my husband argue. I make sure, don't argue around my products. Make sure I have a whole different level, my basement, that I make all my products. Two different sides, one for the dark, one for the light. My back porch as well. No fighting in those areas. No arguing in those areas. Any little, spat, which me and my husband, mashallah, we barely argue, knock on wood. I should never say that and jinx myself, but you know what I'm saying. But if we get into a little, like, tiff, never around my materials, around my work. If you think that shit doesn't leak and spill over into your products, you got another fucking thing coming. People see that. They want to buy I mean, they're like, I don't want to buy shit from somebody who's so fucking, like, nasty or negative. Okay, yeah, that energy's okay for, like, dark stuff, I suppose, but dark work is more like, evil, like destruction, not pettiness. Pettiness don't really do shit for dark work. It can negatively affect your positive products, your prosperity products, your love products, but not really do much for your dark work. Pettiness is just useless. It's a useless fucking thing. And you're just going to get yourself fucked up for what, though? Was it worth it? I literally said to my enemy the last time that I was tried, and some of y'all probably remember it. This was Witchy Dramageddon 2018. There was like an all-out witch war on the internet. Different witches coming for different witches, and unfortunately, I was caught up in that. I was the new kid on the block, and people thought they could fucking punk me. I'll never forget waking up to a motherfucker making a video about me, talking shit about me for no reason, slanderous fucking fabrications out of the clear blue sky. Mind you, I was on good terms with these people, and I know I talk about this constantly, but it left such a fucking thank you, Stardust. Hey, just want to let you know your mom loves my mom loves the bracelet you sent her, and she's always asked me about Shereen, my witch friend. Aw, tell mom I said hi and I love her. All the moms love me. My girl Tina's mom, she loves me too. I'm glad she liked it, baby girl. Tell her I said hi. Give her my love. But waking up and having a grown fucking man, sitting on the internet, spreading lies about me. I could have sued his ass. It's been over 3 years, so I might not be able to now, but back then I could have definitely, but I'm not the type to go after people. Well, no, yes, I'll do whatever I have to do to make you suffer. So if, some cursing, some lawsuits, whatever I need to do. So yeah, I probably would, but just to, fuck with you. But anyway, waking up to that, not provoked, literally for absolutely nothing. I did nothing to these people. Nothing. In fact, I helped them. I helped them in a court situation. So I was so floored. Waking up to people blowing up my phone, my assistant at the time, like, what the fuck? I'm like, what are you talking about? And turning on my YouTube and seeing this person just bash me, a grown fucking man. And on top of that, he went into all of my comments and was saying negative shit in my comment section and under my testimonial, trying to poach clients. I mean, it was so obvious. Basically, somebody's like, oh, how do I book with you? And he's like, oh, don't book with her, book with me. Like, how much lack of integrity do you have to have? I would never be caught dead, ever. I would be so embarrassed to do something like that. Ever. To try to go into somebody's testimonial video and try to poach clients from them. Like, how desperate. I would never. Never. It's embarrassing. Anyway, when I tell you guys, they learned. I literally sat down and destroyed. You have no idea. No idea. None whatsoever. Oh my God. I got an apology, an email apology, and He went on his channel because there was 2 channels, him and his partner's channel, and he apologized. And I forgive, and I still forgive. I never forget, though. I'll never fucking forget, and they'll never forget. And that channel is no more, by the way. His channel is no more. Gone. Out of there. And he was caught in some pretty messed up situations, and he told me. And they learned. But I'll never forget when they said, I'm just a little girl who likes to play with magic. I'll never forget they said, your energy is weak. You're just a little girl who likes to play with magic. Imagine telling a generational born witch whose ancestors were very powerful witches, who comes from the Holy Land. I mean, I showed y'all my DNA. The purest DNA fucking thing I've never seen somebody's DNA results have 98% Levantine, which is Palestine, and 2% Arabian Peninsula. Pure blood. I've never, any other DNA test, and the more in-depth ones, because I took it in more in-depth, it said Mesopotamian, which is that's the first people on Earth. The Mesopotamians are the oldest civilization on the Earth. Mesopotamian, that was in more detail. But overall, I've never seen anyone's DNA test not have 5% this, 10% that, 15% that. Even, people that I definitely thought I would see, like, people from African American heritage, I thought would be like, but it was like, 5% Kenyan and 20% Nigerian, and it was even mixed. And I thought, having African descent, it would, it would probably be less than that. So I've never seen that other than in my family. Okay. So imagine telling somebody like me that I'm a little girl that likes to play with magic and your energy is weak. My energy is weak. They underestimated me, and that was their biggest fucking mistake. Their biggest mistake. Never underestimate someone. Never. And I don't like to keep bringing it up because they did apologize, like I said, publicly and privately. But I'm not saying it to be hateful. I'm just saying it as a point, making it a point. That watch who you fuck with. You just don't know what someone's capable of until you get a taste of it. And unfortunately, by then it's probably too late. You don't want to get a taste. Exactly. Boom. Lovely blue. Shows their insecurity. Exactly. Thank you. Shows their insecurity. Someone who's secure in their power does not have to bring anyone else down. It's okay to be confident and, show your confidence in a way that's not offensive or like comes off as, honestly, not everybody could pull that off. It's either part of your personality and you could pull it off, or confidence is always good, but I'm talking about cockiness. Some people, I feel I pull off cocky pretty well. like I'm not an asshole cocky person, I'm like a cute cocky, like a funny cocky, not, you know what I mean? But some people try to be that cute cocky and it just does not work. It's not you, baby. It's not you, baby girl. It doesn't match you. Be yourself. It's okay to be yourself. People will like you for you, bro. And you can tell when that's not somebody when you have old videos. And people screen record. See, me, I'm a screen recorder. I got screen recordings for days. So people could try to, like, delete things. And, I might just have them saved in my phone. But when you look at old videos and there's such a different energy in the beginning, and then so kind and sweet and nice, and then like you just see like all of a sudden it's not even a gradual change. It's like all of a sudden they woke up one day and they're just this totally different person from one video to the next, and it's like, yo, what the fuck happened? And it's because they're watching other people, taking notes. Oh, this works for this person. Look, she gets a lot of clients with that confidence of hers, with that cockiness of hers. Let me try to emulate that, and I know it's going to work just as well for me. No. Hey, Panda Bear. Long time. Miss you, girl. Love you. A lot of people who call themselves witches are dabblers who watch the craft and now they think they're witches. You are one of the very few real witches online, and that's why they attack you. Attacked, Habibi. Attacked. Past tense. They don't attack me no more. When I first came out, they tried it. Past tense. Tried it. Tried. Learned. I ain't the one at all. The depths of my depravity knows no bounds. Like I said, I have the best heart. I have a black and white heart. In Arabic, we say, like, white heart. Albik abyad bu'ulo, they say. You have a white heart or a black heart. When you have a white heart, it means you have a clean heart. A clean heart, a nice heart, a sweet heart. You have a black heart, obviously you're evil. I got a gray heart. It's half and half. Half black, like, you know those cookies and black and white cookies? That's my heart, okay? The nicest heart you could ever see, but fuck with me, and my depravity knows no bounds. No, I will stop at nothing, at absolutely nothing, until you are apologizing to me. And be lucky if I accept it at that point. Depends on how far you went, how far you took it. See, these people deleted that video within minutes. So they're lucky. But had that gotten out of hand and kept on their page for a while, oh, then there would have been no turning back at that point. Humble yourself before you get humbled. That's all I have to say. If you are walking, and this is to everybody, if you're out here acting like your shit don't stink, that you're better than everybody, that nobody's as good as you. And I say all the time, I'm the baddest witch in the land, but there's lots of good witches. I always say that. There's a lot of other good witches. I'm not the only powerful witch in the world. But when you're just out here like, I'm the only one, I'm the best, I'm this, I'm that, I'm better than everybody else, when in reality, baby, when there's receipts otherwise, don't throw stones if you live in a glass house, basically. Okay, that's all. I'm gonna leave that there. When we both know you ain't really about that life, don't do that. When there should never be a time when you got receipts out here that you're really not as confident as you claim to be. Don't go around tempting people. Like, don't do it, man. It's stupidity. And now you got a whole community after you. And I try to, like, take people under my wings and teach them and say, look, don't do this. Don't, because this was something, some people were doing a few years ago. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, just talking in general. What are you doing? And I am a badass. And the reason why I'm not, like, throwing names out there is because I don't do that unless I absolutely have to. First of all, ain't nobody going to get clout off my name. I'm not an idiot. Like, I'm not stupid. Like, that's just stupidity. Why would you give somebody clout? Like, I would never address anybody to give them clout. That's hello, dumb. That's called using your brain. That's not being intimidated or scared. That's being, like, of course, you say somebody's name, they're going to go look. People are going to go looking for that person. Hello, you're giving them clout. Duh. But years ago, I caught, wind of somebody doing this. And I'm like, And I tried to take this person under my wing and say, you know, you're going to get enemies this way. You're going to create enemies. You're going to cause yourself a problem. Sure how enough, they found themselves in a pickle. Okay? And what did I try to help you? All right? And now here we are again, doing the same shit. I tried to take people under my wing and say, you're going to create enemies, and that's not good for you. That's not good for your business, your practice. Okay, I don't like to use the word business. Like I said, practice. Not good for your shop. It's not good for you. It's not good for your reputation. It's just not good. It's not good for your health, your livelihood, your everything, your family. Like, don't you care about your family? Because if a bitch crossed me that way, I would go for their fucking jugular. Their whole family would get it. Especially when you putting them on the internet and people got pictures of them and shit and their names, and people are detectives out here. Not for you, do it for your loved ones. You create enemies. You're putting your loved ones in this practice, in this field. You got to be mindful. People out here just being careless, right? And calling people out, and making, and they don't realize this is the one practice or business, quote unquote, that is dangerous. Okay, is dangerous. For you making enemies, it's not like other things, other businesses, they may do little shady shit, but this is like dangerous. They can make things happen to you and your family. Why do that? Witch wars are no fun for anybody. They're not. Why would you put yourself in that position? I did what I did with the people that came for me because they came for me. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. I don't go around looking for trouble. I don't go around starting trouble with people. These people asked for it. They got it on a silver fucking platter, and they learned, okay? But you're going around starting trouble with people. What do you think's going to happen, man? People just going to lay down? These people thought I would just lay down, I guess. I really feel like they thought I wasn't going to say nothing. I don't know what the fuck, because, again, I was new on the platform. I've had this YouTube channel since 2006, but my first video was until the beginning of 2017. So I was new on the platform at the time. They didn't really know me. I was very, I was the way I am now, but they didn't know what to expect from me. They didn't see that side of me. Well, they saw that side of me eventually. You're one of the few I can, on one hand, that I trust. You get results and you got a heart to back it up, but God help anyone who crosses you. Boom. And I love you. Thank you. God help anyone who crosses me. Because I'm evil, y'all. I have a heart of gold, but on the flip side, I'm evil. When I tell you, I'm not exaggerating. My depravity knows no bounds. I will sit and plot on you. And I will, I'm a just in case type of bitch. So I'll be 10 steps ahead of you. Even if there's no beef yet, just in case there is, I already got a plan for you. That's how fucking depraved I am. Because I've been crossed before. So now everybody's a potential enemy, possibly. Because these people I thought were my friends, people that I literally shared my time, my energy, my materials with to help them win their court case that they were working on forever and couldn't get shit done with. Did it with one candle, one vigil candle. Didn't even say thank you to me. I actually had to ask them, hey, how did it go? Oh, it went great. I got the kids back. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. Not thank you for taking your time to help me after I came to you for help. A few practitioners on this platform came to me for help. A few of them. And I got receipts for each and every fucking one. So I wish somebody would deny it. I wish they would. But, and that would be even more embarrassing, you know, to be caught in a fucking blatant lie. But, so yeah, so now after that experience taught me that everybody is a potential enemy. And that's a really sad thing to have to say out loud. But it's taught me that in this community, unfortunately, that's how people are. You know, you gotta, your friend will turn into your enemy that quick out of envy. So I'm a good friend, and I'm not saying, you know, that I would do anything to my friend unless they did something to me. But I got a plan for each and every one of them just in case they turn on me, because it's happened to me before. Do I sound like a fucked up individual for saying that? Maybe. But unfortunately, I learned by experience that I had to be that way. I had to plan just in case somebody fucks me over. And have a plan for a motherfucker in case they fuck me over. Or they try to discredit me or ruin my name or disrespect me publicly or any of those things. So, strategic, exactly. Well, anyway, I hope this video made sense and I didn't just ramble and bamble on. But, yeah, take it for what it's worth. And if people don't like what I have to say because they're butthurt about it, don't be. And definitely don't try me. That would be a mistake. A big, huge fucking, like, gigantic. Some people got themselves already in such a pickle. You don't want to make it worse. You know, because people have friends out here, you know? People are loved. People are loved by other witches and other practitioners that are powerful. You know, we may not all show each other love publicly because we all have our own platform. And again, we are still kind of competition with each other, you know? We all are in the same practice, even though I don't feel like I'm competitive just by nature, but my clients, I don't have to be competitive because I know my clients ain't going nowhere. They come to me because I'm good to them. I give them good work. I'm there for, you know, I try to provide the best service. I'm not perfect by no means. You know, some shit just ain't meant to be. But each and every one of them learned something from me. I coached them. I've taught them. They're better in relationships. They know how to handle themselves better. They know how to be more confident. They know how to play the game because of me. They know how to keep a man, not just spiritually, but in the physical world, so that they don't always have to get work done on somebody to keep them because of me. They know how to be less socially awkward and how to handle themselves in social settings when a lot of them have social anxiety and don't know how to communicate effectively or with proper verbal and nonverbal cues. And I teach them that. I'm a smart bitch. I may be a little bit hood and may not be that articulate at times, but I'm very fucking smart. And nobody could take that from me. I could study someone up and down and read them like a book, not only psychologically by their body language and stuff, but spiritually. I could read the shit out of them, but with the cards, even on the phone, no body language. So no matter what, when people come to me, they get a good service. And so I don't have to worry about them going to somewhere else. And maybe the handful in the 5 years that have, the majority's always come back asking me for forgiveness, and by then it was too late. And they damn sure didn't get anything quicker, faster, or at all with anybody else, and they figured that out. So, nor did they get the customer service experience, nor did they get the knowledge, nor did they get the teaching, nor did they get none of that. So, yeah, I mean, of course, there's always going to be disloyal people, disingenuous people out here out of you know, a handful out of hundreds, possibly even thousands of people. But yeah, I give a good service and make good products, and that's all that matters. So I don't have to compete with anybody, because I know my clients are my clients. My customers are my customers. Somebody left a comment, and I thought it was so funny and cute. They said, when I buy something from you, it's like buying, like, I feel like I'm buying directly from Jesus. They're like, your stuff works so, it's so powerful and it works so well. I feel like I'm getting something directly from Jesus. I savor it, like I use it very, like, a little bit at a time. And that makes me feel so good, because I work damn hard. So that being said, P.S. Incense are going to go out by Monday. Sorry for the delay. I had to up my pre-orders to 6 to 9 weeks because of I wanted to give myself enough time because of the sheer amounts of orders I get at once, and 4 to 6 weeks just wasn't cutting it. So all my pre-order stuff, I upped it to 6 to 9 weeks for charging and working and things like that, and then shipping. I forgot about, like, the packing, and shipping is a whole nother ordeal. So that's why they're pre-orders. So thank you guys so much for your patience on those. I'll have to make a separate video to announce that, just in case people didn't see the whole live. So anyway, I think I've said enough. Why would they ask me what, lovely blue? Ask me what? If I'm from the ghetto, if I'm from the hood, I don't take that as offensively, because I am from the hood. I've lived lavishly, and I've lived in the hood. I've had it all, and I've had nothing. So I don't take that offensively, because I don't forget where I come from. Like I said, I've had it all and I've had nothing. And that just makes me who I am today. Ghetto, not so back in the day they used to use the word ghetto, but it's not really appropriate, because a ghetto is what they called the Holocaust, where the people were put in camps and stuff. They called it the ghetto. So that's where that comes from. So nobody really uses ghetto anymore. They use hood. It's more like politically correct. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Anyway, I love you guys. Vanity Bazaar, how's life treating me? Fabulous, Vanity. Life is amazing. Hey, Stella. Living lavish but born in the ghetto. And that's to say, I've had everything. I've lived lavish, and I've had nothing. I've had absolutely nothing. Been broke as a joke at one point, several probably points throughout my youth. But yeah. And even like lavish is like an overstatement. I'm never like the lavish type. Like, even if I was a multi-millionaire, which I'm not, obviously, but if I was, I wouldn't be buying myself like $250,000 cars, or like Lamborghinis, or things like that. To me is a bad investment. That is so dumb. Unless I could write it off on my taxes, like some luxury cars, like the Tesla, you can write that off on your taxes. Because if it weighs like 5,000 pounds or more, you could write it off as a business expense. And certain, like that Kim Kardashian, she drives that Mercedes truck van thing. The reason why is because she could write the whole thing off on her taxes. That's smart. See, she's smart. But I wouldn't waste my money on stuff like that. I would leave something to my well, I don't have kids, but I have my cousin's kids. They're my brother and my sister are both gay, so I probably won't have nieces and nephews from them, maybe, but maybe not. So either their kids if they have them, inshallah, but or my cousins have kids. I would leave whatever to them. My, or if my husband, if I die first, which I have a feeling I am gonna go before him. Um, so I work for it to, for that. Have, enjoy life, enjoy, not like not enjoy life, but, I would never, I'm not like a lavish type of person, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not too materialistic like that. Like, I'll wear something from Walmart. Like, I don't care about that. It's not about material things, You enjoy life, but not, I'm just not like that. I'd rather make investments, invest my money, stocks, crypto, real estate, you know. And if I do become a multimillionaire, maybe I'll get like a Tesla or something. Even not. You don't even have to be a multimillionaire to drive a Tesla. I think you can get one for like 50 grand. So, you know what I'm saying? I think that's the only like luxury car I would get ever, no matter how much money I have, because they're fairly not that expensive and eventually pays for itself, because you're not spending it on the gas and you can write it off. So, anyway, I'm just going off on a tangent. Learn, the winner, sorry, not sorry. Invest your money, folks. Invest your money. I mean, me, I'm living lavish, thanks to you, of course. Yes, girl. And Stella took such good care of me. I'm very blessed, and that's the thing. Stella sent me to the spa a couple of times. Um, you know, Landley, she sent me a very generous gift. And Kita, I'm not going to sit here and go name by name because a lot of them have blessed me. Gail, Sneha, um, you know, they have blessed me. They're so generous with me. It's unreal. John, did I say Stella? I did say Stella. They all, I mean, I'm not going to, like I said, I don't want to leave anybody out because there's so many. But they take good care of me. So I know I'm very, remove who? What happened, sis? What'd I miss? I don't know why I can't see all my lives. What did I miss? Somebody troll me? I can't change the live. Hey, it's Sel. Remove the person who asked me if I was from the ghetto. Okay. Hey, sis. It's so weird. She could see every comment in her live and I can't. It's the weirdest thing. Like I try to hit this button to see the all chat and it just like doesn't do anything. Like I'm just, hey Enrique. I'm just like pressing and pressing and pressing and it just doesn't do anything. So you guys be seeing stuff and I don't. But anyway, my clients are amazing. Hey Sony, hey Queen. When will you do another boxing? Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Justin told me I have to do that because I have to make room in my spare room because Sneha and Petrona are coming to visit me in a couple of weeks. So I'm excited. So it takes up, I have it in the spare bedroom in the office. So I don't want to. Who EA? He's and again, he's a Satanist. Watch the whole video. He's somebody who's a practitioner who basically called out the wrong people years ago, 5 years ago, and slowly just lost everything and just lost he was deplatformed off YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and that's his main source of income. And all because I'm convinced It's because he told these voodoo practitioners, these Haitian voodoo practitioners and African voodoo practitioners, like, you know, Ungans, Unguns, whatever, to curse him. And they did. And and that was my whole point. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. Learn from other people's mistakes. I have no problem with him. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just making a point. Learn from his mistakes. And he even knew he made a mistake. He took down his whole, like, den thing. His whole thing, you know, where he was practicing voodoo, he took it down on camera. So he acknowledged, but by then it was too late. Don't wait until it's too late. So, and to where your apology don't mean anything. He's definitely doing work or having it done for him, yeah. Still, you mean, Gloria? Thank you, lovely blue. All the household needs get work done. Yeah, from others. Yep. Yep, a lot of them do. A lot of them who claim to be so powerful or living gods are actually paying other practitioners to do work for them. Okay? And that's what really, it's like, okay, don't act like you're such a badass when we both know you're not a badass like that, that you don't trust yourself with your own work. Your work isn't good enough for you, but it's good for everybody else to pay money for. Like, come on, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. Anyway, that's annoying. Imagine watching somebody, like, basically trying to, like, act better and more mightier than everybody else. Like, I'm the baddest, I'm the best. But meanwhile, you know they came to you for help. But you're saying you're better than everybody, which includes me, right? That's how you get yourself fucked up. But I'm just going to leave that there. Anyway, I love you guys so much. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Toodles, bitch.